for just that one photo. There were 100 that got thrown away. It's not that they were all bad. A lot of them were. But I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to make it work. And then it clicked. So each one of those bad photos was me relearning, discovering, and finding that one iconic photo in a sea of angles, light, and moments. Your job as a photographer isn't just to take one great photo. Your job is to tell a story through your lens. Sometimes that story is simple. Sometimes it's unexpected. You might be working with another artist who brings their voice, where the weather could unexpectedly change, casting a new light on what you had previously visualized. Nothing in this life goes exactly to plan.
What's up, stream? What's going on? So we got a new shoot today. Making sure it's working on all our channels. In a second. Do some photo edits today. Be pretty good. Music playing here. Right. Just let me know if this is a good volume. Too loud, too quiet. Better. I increased the volume a little bit. Increase it even more for you guys. I can. There we go. Good. All right, cool. Get everything set up here. For some reason I'm not seeing it on Twitch. It's working on here. The tweet went out too. Yeah. Cool, that's working. Should be working for everyone. Cool. Your haircut's so bad. Sorry about the sides of my head right now. Gonna get a haircut probably tonight. Alright, let's load up Lightroom here. We got a new set of photos, a new model I shot with. She's just in town for the week, I think. So we shot yesterday. Yeah, cool. There we go. Alright, cool. That looks like it's working. I think. Now it's working. It's like takes a while for it all to update and work, but yeah, this should be good. Really happy with a lot of the shots yesterday. Yeah. We made started working on them a little bit, but I feel like yeah, the shots are super clean from yesterday. Shot at my friend's house, and it was a perfect setting for all this, for sure. working as well. Perfect. Sometimes the category gets all messed up. You can't really tell where everything is. Looks like it's working pretty good. The brightness is turned up on the secondary monitor all the way. Oh yeah, I never fixed that black bar on the left side, huh? Black bar on the left side. I don't really know how to fix it, to be honest. I'd have to change the like transform on this to get it to work. Then I might lose like some of the top and bottom. Move it. I don't know. It's confusing. I'll figure it out off stream. But yeah. So we got a bunch of shots here today to work on. Kind of already, like I said, started working on a. And I actually really dig the softness. Very filmic look. Her eyes are like hazel blue, so I feel like they're gonna pop a lot in these shots. But yeah, shot all day yesterday. If you check out my story, you can see some of the behind the scenes of the shoot itself. The location and all that. But yeah. Some of the clarity is there, but it'll be interesting to try to make sure it fully comes through. But the filmicness, is that a word? Filmicnicity? I feel like there's some really, really cool shots in here. Yeah. Pretty good already. This is just literally this, I've been using kind of this super simple, it takes some full on retouching. Super simple edit I've been working on, just clean, working on this for a little while. And I feel like the last few photos I posted, I've been using the same one. So for the eyes, for sure, through this is like, we're gonna have to bring back some of this detail because it's through the glass here. Definitely want to bring back the eyes a little bit, but not too much where it feels like it's overwhelming. Just enough to. Why makes that noise when I do that? Anybody with more Windows knowledge? Like I said it before, I've only used Macs before, so now that we're using PCs, we're relearning some of the stuff. That's a little much, so we'll dial all that back down. That's all way too much when you look at it, the whole thing. So dial it all the way back down. To there, there. Still a little much, especially on this eye. It's not too bad. This eye, like, is hard because it's in the shadow. So you kind of have to play with that a little bit. This eye you want a little bit more, so you have to kind of do them individually. It's in the shadow, but it's also under a reflection. That's why it's a different color too. So you can either match the colors. Just bring this up a little bit. This is way too much right now, but we just apply that a little bit. And we reduce it from there. Something like that looks pretty good. Yeah, that starts to look really nice actually. And then this one, yeah, that looks pretty great. Now the question is whether you match the two, because it's under that reflection. It's a little strange. So temperature adjustment, and then you come in here and you just try to bring it to match a little bit closer. But her eyes are like super distinct color. Right around the iris, it starts to get a little warmer. There we go. It's matching a little bit nicer. Or you could lean into that kind of like duo colored eye, so like heterochromia look. This is actually more of a, might want to do some contrast here. Contrast and clarity to match, so you can see how that one is. You don't want to do too much because you'll start to like lose the realism. But maybe matching them a little closer. Yeah, that's not bad. Reflection's super nice on these. I also should post probably on Instagram, huh? I just do that same one before that I did. Updated with the new photo. Oh, I should have saved the text on it, huh? Just share this on Instagram real quick while we chill for a second. All right, almost done here. It's so hard to like. People don't really know about Twitch on Instagram, or like people don't really watch, or like they don't cross over that often. So hopefully some people check it out. Come through. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, should be posted. Tweets out, everything. Should start tweeting with, actually, I should make a tweet right now. So I'm gonna make another tweet right now. Redo this tweet, because it's one of those things. Trisley, yo, what's up, dude? What's up, Trisley? Welcome to the channel. We're just here editing some photos. Just doing a little tweet real quick. If I remember correctly how to do it. But yeah, we're just editing some photos live here on the stream. Is this? Try to find this folder so I can upload this photo. I'll just tweet it from my phone. That works. That way I have it. That's weird, it's not showing up on my phone, the photo I posted last night. Super weird, actually. What's going on here? There it is. Alright. This is what I should be tweeting. Next time I'm just gonna tweet this. Feel bad now for all the people that like the other one. Retweeted it. I'm sorry, Ashley. Ash is so kind when he retweeted it and liked it, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it up. See if that one gets more love. Alright, cool. Alright. We don't have to be good at all this stuff, all this social media stuff. Alright, back to the edits. Let's see what else we got here. We got some really cool setups. So the first setup, I wanted to keep it super simple. I even tried, we first tried like very simple, like even this stuff super clean, simple. But we wanted to just kind of do some stuff where we had, you know, you warm up with your model so you don't like jump in usually, especially since I literally just met her this day. She's actually dating a friend of mine and I didn't even know. Like I had no idea who she was, but she also knows a bunch of like mutual friends and stuff. So yeah, you just warm up, do some stuff. even if you're not going to use them, sometimes you want to just like, you never know what you'll get out of just like test shots real quick. Seeing how you work together, seeing angles, kind of figuring it out, and then you start to move in your setup. So we did about like literally 5 shots, and then I started working with the angles and the looks that we were gonna kind of start to work on. You gotta figure out too, like, obviously your model knows, she's been modeling, so she knows her angles. Like, you gotta figure out what works for you in the concept. Interesting with her mouth open there, gives you like a little like story almost. Straight on look, like that one. This one you have to be careful of the highlights, not losing too much, but still keeping that contrast, because otherwise it just becomes too flat. But I feel like this is pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool with the layers of like depth. Depth is always a good thing when it comes to like the photos like this. Try to create like a unique look. How did you create that desert scene in your Insta story? It's clearly Photoshopped, but super impressive. Yeah, it's 100% Photoshopped. You know, you just create it sometimes. I feel like some of my friends have been there and they've taken photos, so I know that I'm not the only one, but it does look Photoshopped for sure. It doesn't look real at all. And yet, here we are. I was exploring the desert. Sunrise. I took my girl there to see it. It was great. Great little morning. Nicer. What up, Ash? How's your day going, dude? Are you playing COD Mobile right now? Apexless? How are you filling your days when you don't have Apex to grind? This is a nice angle for light, but the problem is the background was not nearly as compelling. So it's a little more focused on her, which is kind of nice, and I can just burn the background away. So come in here and you just kind of like do a little burn. Start to just hone the whole image in on her. It's a little floaty, but it's not too bad. And then you can go in again and do another one for the parts that have the little bit brighter spots. And yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Focus is a little soft. I think the focus got caught on the window a little bit, but because it's through a window, you can get away with it because it just feels like a filmic little look. So yeah, before, after. It's kind of nice, that simple window light casting that look in there. Overall, it's actually pretty nice. And like I said, with her specifically, like, you gotta pop the eyes a little bit. So go in there, give them a little love, but not too much. Mostly the catch light needs to be enhanced because her eyes are already pretty bright. You got to bring that down a little bit already. You can already tell it's going to be too much. Yeah. And then maybe go in again and just do something with the catch lights. Maybe like that. Just be careful with it. Maintain the same shape that it was before. And boom. Kind of have that little pop there. Feels good. So here we're just trying some poses. Again, simplicity, but like cool poses. And this is something where you don't have to always have the craziest backdrops of the environments. They add more, but here we're doing like more editorial. You know, if she was wearing designer or whatever, it might be, you know, a different feeling. This lean was tough because her hair kept being crazy. As soon as she was leaning against the wall, like you could see this little poof. That poof wasn't there. Her eye, the way her eyes got caught in the light there was nice. The poof kind of ruins the shot. I could combine the two images and just get rid of the poof. I think we didn't look the same direction again. This is, I dropped the camera, I think. I took that shot while I was dropping the camera. These looks are a little bit nicer. This is kind of like a more editorial. That's nice. That's really nice right there, actually. I like that one a lot. Lighting's good there, but her pose isn't quite on the mark. Here, the shadow comes across her eyes, which kind of sucks, but overall pretty good still. That one's nice. That one turned out really nice, actually. A little soft, but this camera is really slow to focus, which kind of sucks. That's why I like when I shoot kind of fast to get different looks. And sometimes this camera has a hard time keeping up. How much movement I'm making. Prince. Feels pretty good right there. Yeah, so we have to get rid of that little piece on the right there. But overall, it feels pretty good. Trying to find the like angle too that it would be. I feel like that's standard angle is pretty good. It still gives us that like leading line in. I do wish the left side was a little more. Like that's a stronger composition a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit stronger composition. Good. Do this to start to really Actually, that's really strong. Okay. And then we just get rid of this little side piece over here. Not bad. We started trying to play with the door a little bit. Just give a split look. Not my favorite. The handle's pretty distracting actually, so I feel like maybe we'd have to do a landscape version of this, which might work actually. Let's see. Blown out in the highlights. Bring that back. A little overexposed. This whole area was like, the camera was really not nailing the white balance. I feel like that's not bad though. Once you're starting to get into this space. These are nice once we get up close. Focus on the eyes a little bit more. There. Something like that's pretty solid. Just have to bring back her eyes because they start to go a little dark here. But that up close look, super. Split a little bit more with the door. Yeah, starting to like that a lot. That's strong. That feels pretty good right there. And then some light retouching to clean it up because we're really close in. So luckily she has really clean skin. Not too much retouching needs to happen. Easy here. Be all done pretty much in Lightroom. You don't have to even make the round trip to Photoshop. It'd be crazy if Lightroom introduced liquify and you could like, oops, modify shapes of stuff. That'd be really interesting. I don't see that happening anytime soon, but if it did, that'd be non-destructive liquify within Lightroom would be pretty dope. That feels pretty good. I think maybe bring down the highlights just a hair to like bring some more detail in. Feels pretty good right there. Yeah. Sick. Pretty big swatches here. This is maybe one of those where you kind of have to just brush, start to soften it up a little bit. There's some there we go. light there just to take some of the texture out. Not too much though. You want to keep as much texture as possible. Feels pretty good there. Like the duration here is a little harsh. And then maybe overall in the eye, you can maybe take that up. So you just create like a little mask here. That's pretty good right there. I feel like the whole image comes together.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts.
Oh, my webcam was a little dark for some reason. Better now.
And lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull.
There we go.
Perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating.
It was like down by a stop almost. Interesting.
I'm not saying that thinking is bad. Like everything else is useful in moderation. A good servant, but a bad.
All right. Feels pretty good.
And all so-called civilized peoples have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive because through excessive thinking they have lost touch with reality. That's to say, we confuse science with the real world.
I know I spent a lot of time on that image right there. Probably, it's usually better to go cull first and then go back and spend time, but just felt that was already strong, so strong too. And then because we've developed our preset already, just go in. It's obviously a little too cold, like that. Feels pretty good, even there.
Most of us would have rather money than tangible wealth, and a great occasion is somehow spoiled for us unless photographed. And to read about it the next day in the newspaper is oddly more fun for us than the original event.
Something like that. Charlie, what's up, dude? Charlie Pizza's in the house. What's going on, man? Hello, streamer. How's it going? Doing some photo edits today, my dude. Doing some art. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Doing some art. I know it's one of those art days. I did a shoot yesterday, and then we're just editing the photos right from yesterday. So I might as well get some of these in here, you know? Over the sea, yo, 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 what's good? How are you? Welcome, welcome. How's your day going over the sea? Over the sea, by the way, where do you live? Over the sea. I wonder which sea you're talking about. Doing good, doing good. Did the shoot yesterday. If you see on my Instagram story, you can see some of the behind the scenes. She actually shot a little time lapse of us shooting, which was cool. So you can see kind of my process while shooting as well. And then those photos we'll get to a little bit later of those exact. Oh, that's right, Ottawa, Canada. Very cool, very cool. Over the sea. Where does that name come from then? Just traveling? Nice. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know some people like literally it's so hard to come up with a name, but sometimes you just come up with one because you like to travel or you like to do whatever.
We need to survive.
Sometimes it's like people do it because of what they shoot as well. So over the sea could be like all those photos you take from the plane window while you're over the sea traveling. That's a cool name. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Charlie, are you a photographer as well, or a gamer? Charlie has been in here. He's a loyal dude. Comes and hangs out, checks out some of the art while we're making edits and things. Also, you guys let me know if you can hear the music and stuff. I want to make sure it's like loud enough.
I've been up, I've been down, I've been kicked down to the ground.
A little quiet, maybe I can do it.
It's in my head, but you said
By the way, I tagged you yesterday on the picture I was talking about when I started following you. No, I saw that. I was busy. I couldn't respond, but I saw your comment. It was the one with the twigs in her hair, right? She's like on a hill and there's like twigs in her hair that make her look like antlers. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, photographer and gamer. All right, Charlie, cool. So glad that you like come hang out. I feel like that's such a cool combination to find other photographer gamers. I love that. That shoot, was it for client or personal stuff? That was all personal. This one, are you talking about, or are you talking about the shoot that the one you tagged me in? This one I'm editing right now. The one I'm editing right now was, so she hit me up to shoot, and she signed with an agency. So we did a test shoot here. So hopefully we'll have some really cool shots out of this, and you know, her agency will dig them, because it's like, it all depends what you get, you know. Agency shots, like more model-esque stuff, it's all kind of different. That was nice. I like this one a lot. But yeah, I shoot with like a lot of agency models for tests, and then there's times where either of us will get hired for stuff, and we basically get pitched as our photographer or our model or whatever. You charge for that kind of stuff. It really depends on the project. Sometimes I will charge, but it's like, if it's coming out of the model's budget, they're not gonna be able to afford my rates anyway, so I would rather not like worry about that, if that makes sense. I mean, I keep hearing if you're good at something, don't do it for free. No, I mean, I definitely don't do it for free when I'm... It's a complicated world for sure. Definitely don't do it for free if you're gonna be... if it doesn't make sense. If it does make sense, then yeah, it's all depending on what works for you. So when it's like that, the agency asks you for specific things. So for this instance, because it wasn't a charged shoot, nobody's getting paid, then in that case, no, they're not going to be able to tell me what to shoot or whatever. I'm going to shoot whatever I want, and it basically becomes a personal project, and we're both getting something out of it at the end of the day. That makes sense. But if it is a paid project or something and they tell me what to do or whatever, then they 100% they're going to be paying. And yeah, it's one of those things where, like I said, it has to make sense for what you're doing and what you want to get out of it. I have a project later this week, actually, starting tomorrow. So I'm not gonna be able to stream as much because I have a project for Nike. I'm gonna be working on that project, and that is obviously, that's a brand. That's someone who has money and is gonna be telling me maybe not what to do, but it's gonna be one of those things. So yeah, super cool. So I've worked with Nike on and off for like years and years. So I'm really happy to be working with them again. I can't really talk about the project or anything, but yeah, I'm stoked to be working with them again. Are you planning on doing more photo reviews soon? Yeah, definitely. I think I'm gonna do another photo review, maybe maybe this weekend I'll do one, either this weekend or next week, depending on how this project goes. I'd love to do one actually. Maybe I'll do one I'll plan on Sundays, and maybe I'll do one like regularly, like every Sunday we'll do a photo review or something, if enough people submit. And I'm just probably gonna have to limit it to the number of people we do, just because we review, just because it goes on really long, and like 4 hours of reviewing photos is a long time. So I might have to like limit it to 2 hours or something, because I feel like that's a good amount of time for people to get in, just kind of go over the photos, and then yeah, if that makes sense. I feel like that's the best way to do it. Just like 2 hours, go through as many people as we can, and then go from there. I think these photos are super sick. I'm liking them a lot. And like, I forget about the photos sometimes after I've shot them, and then I come back to them and I'm like, oh shit, we got some good stuff. So yeah, this is one of those shoots where I'm looking at it and I'm like, I feel like this is gonna be a good set. I don't know if you guys are liking it, but I definitely like it. Would be cool also. Oh wait, you work with big brands, how much freedom you have there, or is art person behind? With big brands, it's very different for sure. There's usually like layers and layers of creative direction that we've gone through before it like comes to that point where I'm even involved. It depends on the project, of course, but so there's a collaboration, understanding what the client's looking for, what the project's like about. So this is a view of the house. We'll get to here. I'll just skip forward to this shot real quick, just so you guys can see how cool is this house. This is the location we were shooting at. It's insane. We do this. It's down a little bit, so sky. Pretty sick location. I feel like this is a good view. That's a pool right there. Yeah, pretty insane. Yeah, it's my friend's house actually, which is crazy that he lives in a place like this. But might have gotten it on this one. There we go. It's wild. I was like, I asked him to shoot, and I was like, I don't know if, but he had an event there that night, so I didn't know if it was gonna work out. But yeah, got this cool location to shoot at. Pretty insane. Pretty insane little spot for sure. I don't know if my webcam's gonna cover up this part, but it would be cool. Also, I edit your photos. That would be interesting. If I edited people's photos, that would be an interesting stream. I feel like I don't know if that would be like, it'd be interesting. I'd be good to like cull people's photos and go through all the photos and see what works best for me, and then kind of go through and be like, all right, this works, this doesn't work, and then oh wait, let me switch categories. I realized the other category is better for this kind of stuff. Excuse me. He'd be like, I need to drink a water. By the way, this is not beer. It's cream soda. I know you guys are probably like, is he drinking on stream? It's crazy because it looks just like beer, like the foam and everything. But yeah, it looks just like beer. It's one of those days, you know. What is it? A Wednesday, midday on a Wednesday. Gotta start drinking. The ladder down there, the yellow tree, yeah. Ladder down there, the previous shot. This one. Crop it. Oh no, I wouldn't crop it. I'd probably just retouch it out. I mean, the crop for Instagram would be like something like this anyway. And then yeah, I would just retouch it out. Super easy retouch. But yeah, definitely clean it up. I mean, he just had a party there. You can see like there's a balloon in the tree. There's like, he just had a party. So he was like, yeah, you can come over, but I just had a party here. Then we did some stuff with the reflection, which was cool. That's one of those things too where I would get rid of I would get rid of some of this other stuff too, like this. Clean it up, you know, make it super simple, because it's not about like necessarily keeping all the details in there. On this one at least, it's about just the feeling. So yeah. What do you shoot with? What's up, LA213? I shoot with, you can actually check out all the gear I use down in my bio. But I shot this with a Canon 5D SR. And then down in my bio, it has links to all of my gear and stuff that you can check out. And if you're interested in any of it, this one, yeah, 5D SR is what I shot this with, which I really like that camera a lot. The only thing is it's very slow, but besides that, it's really nice. It's a little slow on the like focus and a couple other things, but other than that, it's like perfect. And the resolution's really nice. So if you were to liken it to like one of the Sonys or something, you'd be talking similar to like the R. A7R. A7R, I guess 2 or 3? I'm not sure exactly on the resolution, how close they are to each other, but yeah. And then the 1DX is the other camera I have, which I really like too, but honestly, when I shoot stills, I really like the R. Well, that's not that expensive. No, it's not. It's not expensive at all. I shoot with the 6D. 6D is great. Yeah, the 6D is, I mean, anything you shoot with, you're gonna get good photos out of, as long as you know what you're doing. It doesn't really matter so much on the camera. That's the thing, is like, people get gear obsessed, and I never think that's the way to go. But don't worry about the gear. Worry about the shot, worry about the location, the model, all that kind of stuff. Way more important. This kind of stuff, it doesn't matter what, I could shoot this on an iPhone and it would still look pretty good because of the location and the model. That's the thing about, like, a really good photo is not about the gear. You know? Make the image look good first. Ravi Vora 2015. Wait, I probably did say that 2015. Wait, I don't know where, but I 100%, I'm sure I've said that a million times. I don't know what you're quoting me from, but it's like, I always say that. People always like, On Snapchat, yes. Oh, I miss those Snapchat days, dude. I used to put little nuggets of wisdom on Snapchat all the time. I loved Snapchat back when it was first popping off. I used it all the time. I miss that. I shoot with the 60. I was thinking about switching. Yeah, what are you thinking about switching to? Sony, or are you thinking about switching to a different camera? I shoot with the A7R II. I hate the colors though. Yeah, I haven't really shot too much with the Sony. I shot one project with a Sony, or 2 projects with a Sony. And yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the colors. I heard that they've made them better. This is only rumors based on what my friends have told me. But I don't know if you've experienced the same with the A7R III. They said that the colors are much better. I don't know if that's... I don't know. I haven't played with them, so I don't know. But if I do trust them as photographers, so you can maybe tell me what you feel about that. Snapchat. It was funny though. Yeah, dude. Snapchat. I used Vine back in the day. I did some like really stupid Vine where I was like, here's how to make your photo, how to edit your photo. And then I had like, it was 6 seconds, so I said, this is how you edit your photo. And then I showed the before, and then I had a cat, and I just made the cat like use his paws, and he was like meow 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 on the phone, and then it was like perfect, and it was like the end result was a really like a final edit. It was so funny. Back when the internet was so fun, just all about having a good time. I feel like TikTok has become the new old Vine. I think it's like actually pretty funny sometimes. Pretty clean. I like this image. We warm it up a little bit more though. It's starting to get into like a weird blue hour where the whites are very strange, especially with the pool being right there. That feels better. There's more BTS. Well, the 5DSR looks good. Honestly, yeah, I would if you're considering it. I mean, I shoot with 5DSR. I know a lot of people switch to the Mark IV, which is another great camera, the 5D Mark IV. I don't have one because I have the 1DX and I have the 5DSR. So for me, it doesn't really. It's kind of in between those two cameras, so it doesn't really add much for me. So I would suggest if you're looking to change cameras, maybe check out the 5DSR. It's not that expensive, and you have all the capabilities resolution-wise. If you want more resolution, that's the camera to go for sure. But if you're looking for video capability, it's not really the camera. That's the caveat. The 1DX does that, but if you're looking for a little bit of both, kind of an in-between camera, then you got the Mark IV. It's also not as expensive as either of those. All right. Some of these, which are sweet. And then, let's see here, maybe we go to... So these are kind of cool. We're just trying some poses, like simple poses she wanted to try on this. We wanted to try some poses and like see if we could do something with super simple backgrounds. So we had a cool wall and the light was really nice there. He brought a whole mood board, so it's kind of nice to be able to like look through what she had in mind as far as poses and stuff. So it's a pretty cool pose. Minimal art. Yeah, exactly. Very minimal. It's just one of those things where it was tough because the outfit, I don't know if it was exactly the right look, but still think we got some cool stuff out of it. Are you sending all the photos to the person after, and do you keep some for IG exclusive one if you want? Yeah, so I send a Dropbox link with the photos whenever they're kind of finished editing. But it's all about like what works, what makes sense, and how many photos actually like are portfolio worthy. Like, oh, these are sick photos. Because if I don't come away with that many, then there's just not that many photos to be like shared, you know? So it's really all about what makes the most sense, what feels right, and then once I send them over, it's gonna be she gets, you know, the ones that I would say are good photos to me, and they work for me, and they would also, you know, work for her. So she gets to pick out of those kind of thing, if that makes sense. So it's not just like one little thing. It's like she gets to pick. I mean, I'm picking first. I'm saying, hey, these are the strongest images. And then from there, she's basically got a bunch of options of really good shots that she can choose if she likes, or if she wants to. She wants some more. She might be like, oh, I remember that setup. Do you like those? Or did you get any out of that? Like, she might have some in mind, but for the most part, it's going to be, I'm going to have picked the best of the, you know, of what we got. It's almost a very rare situation where we would not have like a similar idea of like what the better shots are, you know? Like if there was an instance where it was just like this one shot she really, really liked, I would be surprised, because I've got a pretty good eye for doing this. I've been doing this for such a long time now that I'm just like, these work, these don't work. And sometimes models have certain angles or whatever looks that they're just like, that's not my angle. I don't like that look. And then, but as a photographer, what you're looking at is this a good shot? Like, I don't care about the beauty side of it. Like, is it going to sell you as a model, or is it going to sell the photo? You know what I mean? It's the photo that at the end of the day, someone's going to look at overall and be like, that's a sick photo. Whether the model thinks they look the best in it or not, it's like they look the best for the photo. It's like the idea of an actor in a film. Their acting, their best take, whatever, might be a different take, but the best to tell the story, or like the emotion, might be different depending on what the director saw. So at the end of the day, it's like the final result is what you're both working to make the best. So it's a collaboration to make the final result, the photo best, not the. Like, for instance, she might love photos of her smiling or laughing or something, and that's like more lifestyle. Like, she might think those are great, but for me, what I was trying to get out of that photo might have been a different feeling, you know? So I might not go with something like that. I have a question not too related to the shoot, but your screens. What's up? What's your question? Go for it. My screens. Like the positioning of them, or? Get a work text real quick. See, bring maybe a little bit down so it's not so bright. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good right there. When editing, it looks super faded on my computer screen. When I send it over my phone, it's super saturated. Did you calibrate your screen? Oh, so yeah, screens are actually very, very important. Right now, I'm editing on a 144 hertz gaming monitor, which is terrible for color grading, for contrast and colors. It's terrible. So I'm actually in the process. That's one of the things I want to buy. It's a little more expensive, so I'm like holding off for a little bit, like until I have, the money or whatever. So I want to make sure that I have the money to buy this screen I want, this other monitor that I need. So basically, to answer your question, my monitor right now is not the monitor I want to be editing on at all. This is another monitor. So that's one of the things, like I'm using the sub money and the donations and things like that, all going toward buying a new monitor so that I can stream for you guys and be more focused on the colors. Because right now what I have to do is I have to look at my monitor here, then I have to look at another screen over here, which is a Mac screen. And that screen has much better color, so I can actually see what I'm doing, which kind of sucks. So it takes me kind of a little bit like twice as long almost. Not ideal, but yeah. It's one of those things where it's just like, I have to do this for now, and it's it'll hopefully be different soon when I get a new monitor. I'll have a second monitor here, and it'll be 60 hertz, but it'll have 8 or 10-bit color. So then I'll have like something closer to the Mac monitor, which will be nice. And then yeah, so the gaming monitor is the same problem. It's faded. The colors are actually off. Like there's way more red. There's more yellow in the gaming monitor, and there's more red, depending how you calibrate it or whatever. But it's not gonna ever get the same contrast that you're gonna see in the Mac or a proper monitor. It has way less contrast. It's terrible for editing. That preset adds a really nice tan to the skin. So here's before, here's after. Yeah, I mean, this warms it up a little bit. And again, it's not a preset, it's specifically made for this, but yeah, I know what you're saying, Charlie. It adds that little bit of tan that you want to see, for sure. The nice skin tone going on through this image. And I feel like the overall composition here is really nice. Draws your eye in a really pleasing way. We cropped in, so that's the other beauty of like having a high resolution camera, is that we can crop into this and we're not losing too much like for what we're gonna use it for, you know? Same here, I'm editing on Asus VG248. I don't know what that monitor is, but I'm guessing it's a 24-inch gaming monitor. What specs do you look for in a monitor? Okay, so that was something that I went through a long process of figuring out. And I could do a whole stream, honestly, on that, is like figuring out what kind of monitor I wanted. So once I get my monitor, I'll be able to like tell you a little bit more about like what I was looking for, why I was looking for what I was looking for, all that kind of stuff. Because I feel like that was a process that I would love to share with people so that they're editing their photos on a correct monitor. But one monitor I'm looking at is about $400 or $500. And the other one is $1,000. I want the $1,000 monitor, but for now, I don't know if I need it. And I also am a little worried if I add it to my streaming PC, since I only have one PC right now, it's going to actually affect it's going to affect my game, because apparently I've heard some issues with the NVIDIA graphics card that when you use it, it actually stutters your game. And one of our viewers actually has had a problem with that. So I don't want that to happen. So 10-bit like color space is very important, obviously. So there's that new monitor coming out from Apple, and as ridiculous as it is and costs, like it costs so much, it has all the specs that I'd want in a monitor for sure. So it's a matter of just like figuring out all that, but that's so expensive. So if you have the money for that, go for it. But otherwise, it's way too expensive. It's ridiculous. The stand alone is $1,000, but they're comparing it to what they used to have to spend on it, what people had to spend on it before. So it's like, which isn't really fair to a lot of the people trying to like get into the space. It's more like price it for the people that are, it's nice, are getting into the space, and like what's reasonable, not the people who used to have to spend so much money on it, you know? The stand, I think, if I remember correctly, is like let me see. It's called the Apple like Pro Display XDR. That's what it is. Pro Display XDR. $6,000. $6,000 with the stand, which is $1,000. So that's a $7,000 monitor. Just a monitor. $7,000. Not a, there's no computer in it. You have to have a computer in it, separate. It's just the monitor. $7,000. Like, what? Are you kidding me? That's insane. It's absolutely insane. Kind of weird, the photos in different monitors. Apple devices, Samsung have their own colors, so it's sometimes confusing on what correct way to edit. So what I always say is like, who are you editing for? Who's your audience? So if your audience is, for me, it's like often like creatives in the creative space, so people in agencies and things like that, and they're all on Apple products. Everyone is on an Apple product in the creative like industry, basically. So for people on iPhones, people on MacBook displays and stuff, that's who I want the color to like represent, or I want it to show to them the best. And so yeah, I edit for Apple. I edit for. I'll even go to my phone sometimes to finalize an edit, so that I can make sure that it looks right for the end user, you know? I think that's the best like answer to your question, is who your end user is what the real question is. If you can figure that out, whoever you're delivering it to, because everybody's gonna be looking at something different. So if they're used to Samsung color, they're gonna see Samsung color. If they're used to Apple color, like they'll be used to that, so it doesn't really affect them. They'll know more or less. That's the same problem a lot of creatives have had for a long time, is like they make one thing on one thing, and they see it a certain way and perfect it, and then the display of their image or the delivery of their image or their whatever their creative art is different somewhere else. Same with music, same with everything else. We listen to it on our, you know, our iPhones and iPods or whatever back in the day, and musicians hated that because it sounded terrible to them. So they wanted you to listen to it on vinyl or something else. But that's how people, you know, it's how people consume it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Random question: do you follow a schedule for posting on IG, or the new algorithm screwed it up? Yeah, the algorithm, Instagram is really screwed up right now, in my opinion. A lot of it's just like super confusing. A lot of people I know are really not happy with Instagram, the way they've been handling things. So I'm just kind of posting when I want. Yeah, I want to get back into posting a little bit more and like sharing more stuff. But to me, like, that's why I'm doing stuff like this, to get myself motivated again, inspired again, to share stuff with you guys. I think it lacks a lot of the social aspect it used to have, where it would just be like people would comment and be involved more, and now it's like it's just not common for people to like and do things as much as they used to. So here, at least I get to talk with you guys, hang out, kind of show things, process, whatever, and I feel like it's a better environment to go from here, sharing there, and hopefully you guys enjoy the process too, you know? It's not just I feel like the hashtag doesn't bring traffic like back then. No, definitely not. Everything's kind of weird right now. There's no like tried and true method anymore, I don't think. Or if there is, I don't know it. It used to be one thing, and I think the Instagram has become a completely different thing now. For sure. Interesting. I wonder if the greens, I want to like play with the greens a little bit. Them into like a more of a for this scene, I kind of like it a little bit shifted. Its highlights are crazy. It's kind of nice. Yeah, I was one time showing photos to a client with super big monitors, but not Apple, and the colors were really weird. I like this platform for the kind of connection with the streamer. It feels more realistic in some way. Yeah, I agree. Videos on YouTube feel scripted, IG as well. Yeah, I think that this is interesting, and I don't know how many people are doing this yet. Like, I think I might be one of the first kind of bigger Instagrammers or whatever to start doing like live editing and stuff. But to me, this just feels like much more, I don't know, authentic. That's kind of what you would say, huh? Like authentic is a good word for it. Plus I get to, you guys have questions outside of editing, obviously. Just anything you're kind of asking, burning questions. Like, I don't know, a lot of people wouldn't be probably willing to answer those. But for me, it's like, why not have an honest opinion about something rather than like worried about, oh, Instagram's gonna do something to me because I talked bad about their platform. It's like, I'd rather be honest about the platform and how I'm feeling about it than scared of how my engagement's gonna be because of something. If I don't like something, I'm gonna talk about it and try to figure out how to make it better with you guys, Super cool to see more of your working process of your favorite artists. That means a lot. Yeah, for sure. Super cool to see that. I like that. I like that aspect of it for sure. Over the sea. All right, gotta go. I'll catch you guys later. All right, sounds good. Over the sea. See you later. Have a great day. And yeah, come by again. We might be playing some games later, or I don't know yet what we're going to be doing for the full day because I've got some other stuff to take care of, but I can't really stream too much this week. So that's the one thing I want to get a nice stream in today so that the rest of the week we're just chilling. Totally, I learned a few tricks here. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, really. Like, later instead. Yeah, I mean, I'm just playing around with stuff. And you guys, it's cool to see, like, I hope you guys like it when I post the image like the day of or the next day or whatever. And hopefully you guys enjoy seeing that kind of come to life too. So it's not just like, oh, I watch them edit photos that I'm never gonna see. It's like I edit them and then you get to see them on my feed, like live posted when they're finalized, and you're like, I was there when it happened. So I hope that's cool for you guys. Really like it. Awesome over the sea. All right. Thank you so much for stopping in. That means a lot. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'll catch you on Discord or something. Sounds good, dude. For sure. Yeah, hit up the Discord. And if you have anything, I'm gonna probably share some of the photos on there later too. So there'll be some stuff. And for subscribers and stuff, I'm gonna have to share some stuff on there for you guys soon, that you guys get a little sneak peek of stuff that I'm maybe working on, or everyone else gets to see. Yeah, subs get the emojis or emotes or whatever, and they get yeah, they're gonna get some sneak peeks that other people aren't gonna get. So if you're a subscriber, you're gonna see some cool stuff coming up soon. Might even release some I've been talking about releasing wallpaper packs and some other stuff. I feel like that's gonna happen. So here's an interesting thing, just like based on angles, like I could talk to for you guys. So this angle is what we originally saw. It was like, oh, this is a, this is a cool little space, and like this railing goes up or whatever. But to me, when I saw it, I was like, this is super unattractive. Like the background's messy, got this blue thing down here, all this stuff. So I was like, okay, how do we simplify it and create a way to like focus on the subject? So I tried this like a little bit lower angle, and I was like, nah, it's still not working. So then I discovered a spot, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot through the trees, and that started to actually give us what we were looking for. So I shot through the trees, and we like crafted a really nice little section here. It gave us a much cleaner, simpler look. It like just allowed us to focus on our subject, and we didn't feel all distracted by all the things in the background, Are you working on your new emote? Yes, I am. I'm working on 2 new emotes. I have 2 new emotes being worked on. So you guys are gonna have those for subscribers. They're gonna have 3 emotes unlocked, fully unlocked, very, very soon. Well, as soon as they get approved. That's the thing, is the approval time is like a little bit longer, but hopefully it comes out. Because I don't have, I'm not partnered yet. I have to have 75 people average in the stream to get partnered. Right now we're at 6 to 9 to 10, like 10 sometimes. So we need to make this stream more popular first. Doing our best, tweeting it out, getting it on Instagram, but so far we haven't had 75 people in here. Maybe some hosts or something that'll boost us up. But right now, unfortunately, we haven't had any huge success with a lot of viewers just yet. Hoping that happens at some point. Yeah, this angle, Charlie, like this angle ended up being super nice for us. And she was able to work multiple poses in it. I think the outfit choices was the one thing that I was like, I wish would have been a little bit different, but can't really like she just didn't have that much, and she's just visiting, so it's not really something where we had too many outfit choices to go through. Unfortunately, we just kind of had to rock and roll with what we had. But
You always stick around, even when I wish you'll fade. Trying so hard to be something that you'll never become, and I don't have it in me to say. Just go and face the great truth. This running water doesn't stop for you. I can't seem to fight the current rushing.
yeah, hard to pick exactly which shot is the one, but
Throw out a life vest, but still you won't grab a hold. I don't see you escaping from the undertow.
Cause tonight you're no queen, but you still make a scene. Why you always play the lead? You're too fast, then you're too slow, and the next thing you know, it's no longer your show.
yeah. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Yeah, but it's cool to start fresh on a new platform. Yeah, totally. And it is like literally fresh. Because I just feel like it's interesting to start on a platform where I have no audience and I know very few people, and it's really interesting because it's the same thing when I started Instagram. Luckily, I was shooting a lot of like professional commercial content, so yeah. Do you ever shoot film? Yellis says, so actually, yeah. Hey, what's up? How was your day going? Welcome. Yeah, I actually do shoot some film. I brought some film to this shoot, but I ended up, like, because of our timing and we ran out of light, just because she had a meeting and it like kind of ran to, like, we just didn't have enough time for how early the sun sets now. I guess you guys probably know with daylight savings, it's just super annoying. But I do try to like bring some of that filmic element into. Don't like that pose. Hold on. I do try to bring some of that filmic element into even my digital photography. So I don't like perfect shots. I don't like, all that stuff makes me feel like I want to create a more filmic environment. So I definitely try to bring some of that in. But I've shot film a few times. I posted on Twitter. I posted it on a few other places. But yeah, I haven't posted too much film on my Instagram. But I shoot with a little Minolta that my dad gave me. It was actually his first camera. Super cool story with that camera. And I believe I might have shown. Actually, here, Yellis, do you want to see? That camera? I can show you a photo of it if you want to see it. Just let me know. Getting this angle this whole area was super tough to shoot in, but I feel like it was. Oh yeah, we're coming to some cool stuff now. I really liked where we got some flower shots. Yeah, these are some sweet shots here. I remember these. Really liked the way these started coming out. Get the white balance right because the flowers threw it off a lot. Monitor. I feel like these just were super cool. Make sure. See, this didn't save. Interesting. Okay. have to be careful with your shadows and highlights in these situations because you start to get into some weird balance stuff, but that looks pretty good. I really like this little setup. We found this little bush and I was like, all right, cool. We can work with this and this pattern and everything. Super cool. I like film photos of photographers, but I'm just too practical to use film. No, I know what you mean, Charlie. Like, it's super cool, but if I have a commercial shoot, I literally cannot shoot film very often because it's expensive, it's time consuming. They want to see right on set, they want to see, you know, the results. So it's very difficult to convince the client to be cool with it. So if you can convince them to, great. If not, like, digital is still, as long as you can maybe pull some of that out at the end. Yeah. What's your go-to lens? Mine's 24-70. I love 24-70. That's a great lens. It really depends on the shoot, but yeah, 24-7 is a great lens to be your go-to, for sure. For sure. Okay, cool. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'll show you that lens, that camera real quick. It's on here. Oh, you know what? It's not on here. Or it is, but it's not in this catalog. Open up a different catalog. Hold on. It might be too difficult to show on stream this way. But here, I'll just post it in the chat so you can check it out. Because I have a photo of it posted on my Instagram, and I'll just post that in my chat real quick for you. You can check it out. So it's on this post here. All right, here we go. It's in the chat. Go ahead and check that out. So that camera right there, you can see 2 photos of it. And she's holding my camera. So that's the Minolta that I have. And it's all manual focus, manual everything. See, this has a filmic quality to it. Even though it's digital, I feel like it still has a filmic quality to it, which is why I don't really like worry about shooting film. You know what I mean? Yes, please. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Do you like Platon photography? Yeah, there's some really, really amazing photographers out there from the past and current as well. Definitely. Some photographers that I do know, some that I don't know, but yeah. Platon is a really cool, got a really cool style. Not my style, and I wouldn't like ever tend to be like super inspired by it, but it's cool to see him doing something that's unique, you know? That makes sense. Currently use a Canon A1. That's a film camera, right? It has autofocus though, right? Or no? I think my friend has one of those, and I was gonna borrow it from him. Actually, don't know too much about all the film cameras, but I believe that is, and it looks like a really cool setup. I mean, I love Canon, so I loved Canon for a long time. As far as the colors and the look and all that stuff, not so much the advancement in technologies all the time with them, but for the most part, I've loved Canon. Similar to Canon A1, looks nice. Yeah, the look of those old film cameras, I love the way they look. So nice. Like obviously Leica has kept with that body style and everything for their cameras, and it's like, obviously that's when you see a Leica, you're like, oof, that's a nice looking camera. That's because they just stay with the same thing the whole time. They just have simple, clean, and I wish that you know, some of the other camera manufacturers would kind of realize that, but they're in their mentality of like whatever it looks like right now is fine, but it is functional, so that's good. Function is very important. Yeah. Canon AT1 manual only. Okay, nice. I feel like having a film camera that is autofocus is kind of nice, just because it's one of those things where the focus is really tough. At least for me on viewfinders sometimes. Certain viewfinders work better, but a lot of times the film, even on digital, like it's tough sometimes to really nail the focus. So before, after, before, after, before, after. That's just some really light retouching. Lightroom retouching. Charlie, I'm working on, when you asked about which emotes I'm working on, so I'm gonna do a, like, some sort of like rage emote or like angry emote probably, and then a laughing emote. Those are probably the next two. So for gaming, I'm like, I can rage sometimes. Just like every gamer, you know the feelings. And then a laughing emote for some of the funny things that happen. Like that's my first like main one I want for sure. The laughing emote. I laugh at a lot of stupid stuff that happens. She really got in there. These. She's made of flowers, flower hair. I think we tried to shoot through the flowers, but I wasn't super keen on the shots that came out of those. Not too bad, but like not nearly as interesting. Whereas these like are obviously pretty sweet, I feel like. Yeah, so it's a little overexposed, maybe like right around there. So yeah, this is gonna take some evening out. Make sure that we have all our tones. This is her getting out there. And we went to the entrance. So this is what you see if you're on my Instagram and you're looking at the behind the scenes. This is where we start to go into some of this stuff. It's tough though. This whole like shoot. This was tough because just the amount of like dynamic range we needed. You can see like exposure range. It's very, very difficult. Yeah. It's very tough in here. It's cool location, but the dynamic range was rough. Honestly, look better wide too. Yeah, the wide angle looks better for sure. Or sorry, landscape oriented shot looks better. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I'm not like super in love with it, but I don't hate it. For some reason my Twitch is saying that we're away. Clearly we're not. Clearly we're actually streaming. Go. Is my YouTube also going? I don't know. Kind of like the previous blurry hand photo. Yeah, this one? Yeah, the angle there, we were just playing around. The blurry hand photo is interesting because it gives you that sense of motion, for sure. So I was lowering my shutter speed a little bit to try some new stuff. And plus her the way she looked in these is pretty cool. Like her expression here is a little bit better, I think, too. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of nice look to it. Blurry hand photo is a go. Yeah, I just feel like the outfit choices again is like, it's tough in these environments to like nail the outfit and the environment. They match, which is cool, kind of, color-wise, but I don't know if it was like the exact right look. Got the door. Oh, there was a photo actually. Where was it? My friend actually made an appearance in one of these. Where was it? Oh, yeah, he creeped in. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, it's so funny. She had no idea he was there, and he like walked by, and it was like going from modeling to like that for 1 second, and then I think I didn't catch her reaction. I wanted to catch her reaction of like how scared she was. It was so funny. He was just walking by. It's his house. He owns the house, and it's just so funny to see him like so random. Another kind of cool angle. My camera was having a tough time actually focusing at one point. Not really loving these too much. This is a kind of cool little area though. Feels like we were in like Bali or something. Definitely not in California. Yellises, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I think you've been in here before too. I think maybe you just hit the follow button for the first time. I don't know how you find the stream through Instagram or from something else, but yeah, glad to have you in the stream. Following. Yeah, we're gonna do another photo review where I kind of look through people's photos again, give some tips and things. I'm thinking now this weekend would be a good time to do that. This is a cool little spot where I had just like again, this looks like not LA, which is so cool. Like Bali or I don't know, somewhere else. Super cool. Yeah, looks pretty cool. We were running out of light here, so we were just kind of trying stuff in the like, again, like a little more editorial, a little more simple, like with a little bit of a travel vibe after we found this area. Double checking my other monitor. The colors are working. Yeah. And then this spot, this little like end thing was kind of cool. I liked this little setup actually. That or back that a little bit. There's pretty cool. Warm it up a little bit. Yeah, I feel like this was actually a pretty cool little setup. Flower and stuff. We were running out of light, like I said, but still like, yeah. And it minimizes the outfit, which is kind of cool because it's like not the focus so much, especially when we're like running out of light and everything. We can't do the full body shots as easy without worrying about some of the other like this is an example where I almost like the uncorrected version better. Let's take the vignette, bring that back. Then her eyes out a little bit. Her eyes, you can tell her pupils were getting dilated because we had no light. We're in like a very shadowy area over there. Before and after. Good. Close-up shots actually worked out pretty well. Tiny little move there, and then yeah, pretty nice shot. And then we tried some stuff with the lantern, trying to get some colors and things. It's kind of cool. Lantern there that he had, a little candle in it. Kind of interesting. A bit. The angle is much better because it starts to give you less of that base. Through Instagram stories, I recently downloaded the Twitch app, thought I'd follow you. Only person I watch, plus it's nighttime in London, so there's nothing to do. Right on. Right on, dude. Yeah. Where in London are you? Part of London. And yeah, through Instagram stories is perfect because that's, yeah, I've been posting on there a little bit more often because I stream more often than I post on Instagram about it because I want it to be kind of more organic for people that already are on Twitch, things like that, but people who know my photography are mostly on Instagram, so it's kind of a combo of the two. And like you said, there's nothing to do in London at nighttime, so it's perfect. Just crop all the way. About the environment. Kind of interesting. It's always hard when you try to go from the like actual shot to the Instagram crop. Of course, you could always do the white borders. I've never done it, but you know, it's one of those things where you're just always like, I wish I could just show the full image. But when I see people with white border feeds, I'm just like, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that look. Personal preference, of course. Stratford, London. Okay, cool. How's the weather over there right now? Is it starting to get like chillier, or are you guys experiencing kind of in between like we are here? Today it's like cloudy and a little bit warm, but it's still like very warm compared to what it should be. Most of the time around this time of year it starts getting a little bit winter or fall feeling, but right now it's just hot outside. 70 something. That's pretty sick. I like that actually. Maybe we just need to bring out the shadows a little bit more right now. X maybe. Yeah. I want it to look too HDR-y, but rains almost every day. Yikes. That sucks. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't be super keen on that myself. But here's where we're out of light and we're just like trying stuff. I don't know if any of this worked. It's kind of interesting, kind of not the best lighting, but like I said, just trying stuff. You gotta mess around and try stuff, otherwise you never know what you're gonna, you know. You've come across a gem, or like there might be one in there that you're just like, oh, that's sick. It's just hard when you run out of like dynamic range and you run out of light. Cool though. Something about it. I don't know. It's not too bad actually. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I like it. It's a different look. I feel like that mixed lighting is just like most people avoid it or don't do it. So just doing something where it's a little bit unique, stands out from the crowd. I think that's what we're going for at this shot. It's like, yeah, I kind of dig it. So this is where we were shooting. This is the bungalow thing that I was just like, we were shooting in. Pretty sick. So if she had brought like a bathing suit or something, I was hoping that we'd be able to do some stuff in the pool, but unfortunately she didn't really bring anything like that, so we were doing the stuff outside. But the pool was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It'd been cool to have like someone, you know, her right here or whatever in the pool or chilling. So it's my friend's house, so I'll be able to go back. I'll probably do another shoot here and do like more bathing suit stuff. Also, there's a really cool bathroom, so do some different looks in there. With you know, I didn't get all the looks I wanted out of it, but it's cool to be able to shoot there regardless. And we got some stuff out of it. It's pretty sick.
Every time you're far away, put an end to this madness. Oh, darling, I'm fading out.
Yeah, and that's the that's the look. I feel like I wouldn't post this necessarily just yet, especially like I said, if I want to do another shoot here, what I would do is I would light these up. Oh, I think my face cam just died. Hold on 1 second while I get that going again. All right, we're back. Cool. Yeah, my face cam still doesn't have a dummy battery, so I'm having to replace it every time that it dies, unfortunately. But yeah. So this is the location, which is super cool. Let's see if I can just get the landscape version of it looking pretty fire. Yeah. Not a bad place to chill. Shoot. Not bad at all. So yeah, like I said, next time that I go over there, I'm probably gonna figure out a little bit better system and shoot with like put these lamps on, that kind of thing, rather than having it be just the one setup. Yeah. But I do feel like it's still pretty cool just being able, like, we shot in it. Yeah, the light was just kind of gone. Not as sharp as I wanted. So then I shot like some portraits of the owner real quick because he was like, my friend who owns the house. He was like, can you shoot some of me? And I was like, sure. A little overexposed, but. So he's like a businessman, so like, I was like, oh, we could just shoot a shot of you like on your phone or whatever. Chilling. I feel like we got a cool shot of him at his house doing his thing. And probably for his feed, something like that, or just a little bit of the grain. There's that corporate headshot. It's so clean. A man about business. So maybe like bring it a little cooler. Something like that. Feels pretty good. The bokeh is really nice at the background like that. Lit with his phone. This green color is like really green though. Wonder if we, because it's night, you might want to like play with it a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Let's heal it up a little bit. Nice, that feels better. Make it white. That's a little more commercial. Bringing it just a little bit so it feels feel like a pool, or it feels like concrete. Pool's kind of nice. Charlie, I wanted to ask for a while. You have a fashion magazine named Ravi. Kind, where are your family roots? Wait, Charlie, don't quite understand your question. Can you rephrase it for me? I understand the part where you're asking about you're asking about my family roots, where they're from, but I'm not 100% sure on what you mean by it, or I guess yeah, quite what you're saying. No, it's a little blurry. It was super fast, but it'll work for Instagram. My family roots. Okay, so my dad is from India. That's to answer your question. Hopefully that works. But yeah, my dad's from India, so he named me Ravi. Which means in Hindi, it means the sun. Have been to India? Yeah, I've been to India, Charlie. I've been to India 2 times. 2 times I've been to India. And actually planning to go there again in February. So my cousin's getting married in India, and I'm gonna go back, and I will most definitely be bringing a camera. But yeah, I'm going back in February. So I'll be taking a camera, taking some really cool photos when I'm there, both of my family as well as like some surrounding areas that we go visit. It's a really cool place. India's got such a unique environment to like explore. All the things there are just actually really, really unique. It's a like one of those places you go and it changes you as a person. You're not the same when you come back. I'm like, that sounds like just something people say about India, but it's absolutely true. It's a worldview changing place for sure. It's super interesting. It's tough. I feel like there's like a weird glow going on because we had some haze, so it's like the haze in the city is like causing a little bit of weirdness going on here. So I'm trying to like solve for that. Here's before. See that haze back there? Like all that, there's like been smoky fires and stuff going on recently. So just trying to solve for that and like a little bit cleaner. Also, I'm not loving this vignette. A little more commercial looking without it. Just bring down the whites. It's a little bit better actually. Highlights. Overall image, a little healthier histogram. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I hope one day I could go. Super cool. I've seen cool parties. Yeah, it's gonna be like parties, like wedding party and stuff like that for sure. So it's gonna be super interesting. I'm excited. excited a lot. Like all the stuff going on there for my cousin's birthday or for my cousin's wedding is gonna be super cool. A little bit better if it's that. That's nice. Also, he's wearing like a super bright red shirt, which is interesting to play with. I feel like that's pretty good though. It's kind of nice. And so I just do some of that blue. Yeah, that looks pretty commercial. It's good for his like personal brand or whatever. And then maybe just retouch this guy out because it's cool to have it, but it's distracting currently. Uh-oh. Hard to shoot that time of day. Yeah, it's very hard to shoot this time of day. It was like I ran out of time with like the model more or less, and I was like, how am I gonna? He also wanted a shot, so I do both. But yeah, that looks pretty good. That turned out. Between that one and you want it to be casual with guys, especially when you're shooting with male models or like men. You don't want it to feel like they're trying really hard, you know? Just like, cool guy, look, they're just chilling. Happen to be looking like we just caught a candid moment, you know? Because if they're trying really hard for some reason, it just like comes off super weird to me. A lot of people, it just feels like not as like when girls, you shoot with girls and they're doing like really cool, crazy poses and stuff, it can be fine. It's like, I don't know, less noticeable. Guys, unless they're male models and they're like really know what they're doing, and they're just like casual is always like better look. Pretty nice. Between the two, this one's probably cleaner. This one's like more casual. Yeah. Between the two, it's definitely it needs to be a little warmer. Maybe that's what's missing. Yeah. And then we bring back a little bit of the blue. Just a little bit. That's kind of nice. That's starting to bring out all the colors that make it really work. Up a little bit. So yeah, commercial look is like better for this kind of stuff rather than making it all like artistic, I guess. Just because he's gonna use this stuff on, I don't know, LinkedIn and stuff like that. So he's a businessman, business dude. So you want to give him like a cleaner look. Some of the shadows. Oh, patch of beard. That's pretty good. These two. Then we'll hit a like compare to see how we like the two. Yeah, between the two, I think they're both pretty strong for him. Like, you can't really see the one on the right, so I'm gonna have to do this separately for you guys. But when I go to this one, now that I look at it, maybe it needs a little bit more light, brighter. I start to that one. I think this one's still stronger overall, but this one, I mean, they're both usable. You just it's good to give them options anyway. Be like, hey, really depends what you like, you know. I think can use the vignette more. Just on him, background's kind of cool, unique, and the other one is more like, yeah, more casual. This thing right here is kind of annoying, but let's see if we can get rid of it. See, Lightroom's kind of stupid sometimes, so you have to help it. Lightroom, no. Bad, Lightroom, bad. Why would that be where you would pull from? That makes no sense at all. That looks better. There we go. That's clean. Clean AF. Then, now that we've got that all sorted away for him, go back to some of our other shots here. This one. Up. Around there. I'm looking at my other monitor to make sure. That feels pretty good. I think I like more the one with the city behind. You can see he's on the phone doing business thing with less distractions. Yeah, Charlie. So I think I'm gonna deliver both to him because one shows off like his house and the other one, yeah, the city behind. That was the final setup. I was like, you know what, the house is cool, but let's do one where it's a little simpler about what you're doing. And then, you know, that was basically the reason that we did that next one rather than just the... Otherwise, we would have probably just been good with that first setup. But I agree, yeah. Yeah. I think you got it right for sure. That little extra touch. Plus, it's like, it would have been cool to have a little more city view too. Because then you could be like, oh, he's got the whole city behind him. He's, you know, really show it off. But that's the view. So unless you go in and you could do a little photo manipulation to fix it, make it a little bit more, few more lights in there. But in Lightroom, just a little bit goes a long way. So just doing a little bit, not the full. Is California, right? Yeah, so it's California. It's Los Angeles. He lives in the hills. And it's a very cool location. He lives in, which is insane. I go there, hang out with him pretty regularly actually. Oops. He's got cool parties there all the time too. He told me about some of the parties he's had, and I'm just like, wait, all those people, all those celebrities were there? Why? It's a super cool house, so why not? Colonel Salmon, yo, what's up, dude? What's good, my man? How's it going? How's your day? Grinding some pecs? What are you up to today, dude? We're out here just got a new shoot, editing some photos, doing a tang. Ping. 400 RP off. Really close to plat. Oh, dude. Dude, I should get a Smurf. I feel like it'd be so much more fun playing in like those ranks. I feel like playing I'm playing as predators and everything else all the time, and it's just like sometimes it's not fun. I need to get a Smurf so that I can come like play with people who are in gold and bronze. Bronze just sounds like such a good time. Oh man, Smurf in my lobbies. Yeah, dude. Wait, you were in my lobby. Wait, but you weren't plat. But you were in the lobbies, right? In my diamond lobbies? Or no, you were in my plat lobbies, right? Because you were in the plat lobbies when I was almost hitting diamond like the other day. I have plat teammates. Okay, that's why. That's why. Because I remember you were in like back-to-back games and we won almost all those games. We like came like second, or like we were crushing in those games until we hit diamond. As soon as we hit diamond, we were just like, oh shit. Competition just got real. Because we played against like Ace, his team, which we ended up killing them, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, we were playing against some real competition. Having higher ranked teammates always makes it tough. The lower everyone, if everyone's in the same like rank or whatever, it's kind of nice. But at the same time, it's kind of cool to be able to play against those people, you know? Depending what you're trying to do. The zoomed in version does feel like a magazine photo Vogue. Thanks, dude. The zoomed in version meaning like when we're like here, like this size, super zoomed. That's why I love this camera too. This camera is like such high resolution. I can zoom in and it's like still crazy sharp on the eyelashes and stuff. So nice. I'm pretty much plat level player. I just don't play enough ranked. I know exactly what you mean, Salmon. Yeah, my teammate is like a diamond. Maybe even we could potentially get to Apex Predator, but he doesn't play enough. So the guy I've been playing with, he's in plat still, but he's definitely a diamond player. He's really good. This is one I would go and probably post. Vertical. It loses a little bit, but yeah, the zoomed in version, I know. But the zoomed in version like loses a lot. Once we push up, then it's kind of dope. That's kind of sick. That's pretty sick. Yeah, you could throw like a title on here, put like Vogue up top. I wonder if I could do that real quick, like Let's see. A new text add source. New source. Typo Fitisimanu, what's up? Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome to the channel. Hope you're enjoying your day. Let's try this out. Okay, so we're gonna try this? Maybe? No. I don't know what the Vogue. I actually don't know what the Vogue typeface is. Let's just try it. See if this works. Font size. Something like that, right? There's like letter spacing probably, so it'd be like that. I don't know if that's the right like typeface. I just picked a random one, but right. This no, definitely not that one. I think we had it right the closer the first time. I'm gonna stay on that. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Looks like a Vogue cover. Maybe like a little bit down so I can have some more room. And then you just write articles and stuff all over the place, like that works. We just created a Vogue cover, boys. Fall issue. Spring issue. Call us up. We got you, Vogue. We got you. Hell yeah. Looks pretty good. Just created a Vogue cover. Put in some other stuff, you know. Done. Job done. Just waiting for that paycheck. See if we can come up for one more. Let's do one more. Let's see. Another Vogue cover. See, now you got me thinking like we should just start looking at some of these photos, trying to get which one would be a Vogue cover. You know? Covers are so hard. Covers have like such crazy... You have to think about how these would work in I mean, even the other one of her, the half eye one, like this one, it's another one that could work potentially. There we go. Another one. Two Vogue covers. Nailed it. Plenty of room for copy, everything else. We'd even need to go up here. We'd have to go like there probably. I feel like this face needs to be centered. Almost completely centered for it to like really work. But there, yeah. Yeah, job done. Couple Vogue covers, easy. Center it a little bit more. That one looks great as well. Cool. I think that one, let's see. Try this one out. You might need to go up a little bit for this one to work. Maybe we actually have to keep it down, huh? To not cover her face. There we go. Something like that. And then we'd have to invert the text so it's black. Another one that works. This one, we just have to raise up a hair. Boom. Magazine covers for days, boys. So easy. Here's another one. Like this could work. We just bring it up a little bit here. Boom. Vogue. Yeah, that's another one that could work. It's more like that, you know, lifestyle-y look or whatever. Talk about like their life, celebrity life. It's usually a celebrity, right? It's like a celebrity or top model or whatever. That works too. What else? What else? How else do we make another one? What other setting was kind of Vogue-esque? Vogue-ish. This one, I don't know if this one will work. Maybe. This one's a little less like, I think we'd have to punch in on it. Because we start to get into like a little more Grammy space. This to be more, gotta punch in on the ones like to make it real Vogue. Starting to look right. Then you gotta just go in here and do a little burn. This is a little strong. That a little bit. Clean it up later, don't worry about it. Boom, another one. We definitely need to pop the eyes a little bit though. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Because her eyes are a little too dark in this. For sure. Let's do that, and then we'll come in the old brush. Boom. Just to give her a little more. We'd refine it. I think it needs to come up a little bit higher. But we have to refine it a little bit for it to like really work. Once we get it going, it would be, that'd be the shot for sure. There we go. It's another Vogue cover. Just when it's punched in, when it's too zoomed out, I don't know if it's gonna work out. Maybe I should release a set of Vogue covers that just like sort of feel like it, you know? Even this might work if we have the right expression on her. That one, that's the one. There it is. Okay. Let's do this. Bring up the exposure a little bit. Boom. Don't forget our crop. Vogue crop. Do you use a lighting setup for your shots? Gotta perfect this while we talk about it, because you know, otherwise it's not gonna make any sense. Use a lighting setup for your shots, or just natural light. All of this is natural light. All of this is available natural light. No lighting at all, as far as like setup lighting. Yeah, this is all natural. Available light. I don't know if the outfit is Vogue enough, but the colors feel good. Colors feel. And this would be more like, what is that? What's that one that's like a little more like commercial looking? It's like a little more smiley. There's that magazine. I can't remember the name of it. It'd be cool to shoot a. Something like one of those calendars or something like that one of these times. But this one will work too, I think. Push it down a little bit. This one might be a little too filmic, maybe. I feel like all these kind of work. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so I don't use lighting setup. It's all natural. All of these have been natural light. So if that, sometimes I do though. There have been occasions where I have. So it's definitely not like I've never done it. It's just for this shoot in particular, I didn't. This one is sick. Are you talking about the one with the flower one? Genesis, or which one were you talking about? Might have missed it. That one doesn't work. It's the first one that I'm like, nope, definitely not. It's not even just it's just like the concept and everything doesn't work. Yeah, the flower one. Yeah. I feel like that one stands out for sure. Flower eye. Yeah, I like that one a lot too. And usually I don't like getting up this close with such a wide lens, but it worked really well. I think that all works pretty well. So funny when people are like my friends are like trolling each other on stuff that yeah, interesting. Trolls on the internet, man. Off tomorrow morning. Perfect. All right, cool. So yeah, the rest of the week I'm gonna be Yeah, I'm gonna be in an office kind of working a little bit in creative direction, so it'd be really cool though. Send it off to Vogue. Yo, Vogue, check it out. We did some stuff. Come grab this content. Would love to like work on a magazine or something like that and just like change the whole brand and like rebrand them. I feel like that'd be so cool. Doing an editorial or something. It'd be so cool to do it, honestly. Maybe I should just submit to Vogue and be like, hey, we did a shoot. What do you think? They're gonna be like, are those clothes designer? Are those like, that's what they're gonna care about is the fashion within it. They're gonna be like, that skirt, that top, get out of here. Like, there's no way. That's the biggest problem with Vogue is that I feel like they have to be like sick. You know what I mean? Like designer. That was cool. That one works too. I feel like so many of these work. It's crazy. Once you put that text on, it just feels like it's official. Kind of stupid, actually. Is it? Makes you wonder, like, you just want to put everything on it and be like, what works, what doesn't work? Like, it's legit. You just put text, good text on it, and boom. Easy, because you can just put all the like little ads and stuff on there. Done. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will just submit. Why not? Why not? You know? I don't think she'd be mad if Vogue was like, yeah, we want to pick it up. Pretty stoked too. This one's kind of cool. I love this angle. Pretty sure this is basically the Vogue, like a cover dimensions or whatever. Is this or it's close? But it looks kind of like a magazine cover. Flower ones for sure are probably the closest to super legit. Like, yeah, that. And it's funny because I like basically want to crop in on everything in order for it to work. So I feel like Vogue is like very intimate crops and things. So once you start to get into here, it starts to look more right. Lose a lot of the like shot and it starts to look pretty cool. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a tight crop look. It's like soft focus, but something in here. Yeah. And then you go to this one and you're like, nope, not that one. Not that one. That's a dude. Not Vogue. Sorry. Sorry, my man. But yeah, this one feels good. I think I've seen this cover before. We'll tell them, we'll be like, hey, did someone steal this from you guys? And they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know. And then they're gonna be like, actually, no, we don't, but we kind of want that cover. You'd be like, got you. Got you. See, she needs like some designer dress or something on. She needs like some crazy thing. Then it would be legit. Yeah, everything's in your face, exactly. I feel like that's the thing with like a lot of the fashion stuff. It's like super clean, almost nothing in the background at all. And then they like to be tight for some reason. The landscape is non-existent. All right, so we're gonna chill on this for a little while. Feel like this looks pretty good. All these look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where we've gotten to at this point, and I feel like here, let me go through real quick. Edited some of these, called. I wonder if that's the case with like. Here, let me go back to previous days. Did some stuff this day too. This is like that shot here. Makes you wonder like all of these. If you turn the text black, I think it would work. Let's see, color, boom. Yeah, that still works. Still works. Kind of cool. All right, enough playing around with that. Oh, that's really fun. Actually, the styling here, I feel like we could really start to get somewhere with this, like Vogue, like this. Do some really cool stuff with this too. I don't have I'd have to go in and edit like properly, but yeah. There you go, this is kind of cool.
Fighting for our peace with the violence. People trading blood with the diamond.
Looks like a River Island commercial shoot. What's River Island? Actually don't know that brand. If there's a River Island.
Shadows we use to fight darkness, but it's the light that we need to harness. Make the world glow with reflection.
I'd have to do this. River Island.
They bring guns and bullets and some more. To the youth get shot, blood drop on the floor. To them can't understand what you're fighting for no more. I got to open up the door to a new wave. It's a new day. So leave your boxes with bullets.
Blood Raven, Ravi stream is back. Yes sir, yes sir. We're doing some photo streaming today. Some recent shoots. Doing some edits. Throwing Vogue on the title to see how it looks. You know, see if they want to come through. A UK clothing brand. Okay, cool, cool. I've heard of Goose Island, I think, but not River Island. That's cool. Check it out. Yeah, a lot of my work, obviously, I do a lot of commercial work, so it's probably gonna look a little commercial. Like it, hopefully, could be a photo shoot for a commercial brand. But yeah. When do we pecs though? Ooh, so that's what's coming up next, I think. I'm about to wrap up on the photo portion of this, and then I think we'll get some pecs in for sure. So like this one would be good for a spread, like a 2-page spread here. So we got, you know, our model with the jacket on the left, and then we got kind of the landscape and room for whatever on the right. Sir, yes sir. So fun. I love doing this now. I'm gonna have to do this every time. I have to leave a title on it like that so that people can be like, oh, that's what it would look like. Oh, from this shoot, I have so many actually that would look like good for that. There we go. This is what we're talking about. Actually though, right? Just some casual gorgeous as fuck Western US landscape. Craigasm, Craigasm. Yeah, exactly. Yes sir, yes sir. That's what we like to go out and check out. And that's where I was last week, and then so you can see here, like, oof. Oof. Oh wait, what? There's something. Come on. Reduce the. Yeah, dude. It's so good out there.
So let it be no more jeopardy when it comes to the future.
Something like that, you know? You know how it be out there. Oh, it's so good. Not exactly Vogue, but maybe. You know what I mean? But there was Vogue landscape. How sick would that be? Yeah, let me take this Vogue thing off the title. But you see that little moon and everything. Looking like a David Lynch poster out here, you know? Dude, there's some... Actually, I want to put it back for like some of these. I feel like... Landscape. So like, if you're doing a Vogue cover, you have to punch in like 100% of the time, and then you start to get like that Vogue look. But even then, like, it has to be punched in so hard, it's crazy. Like, we'd have to just be like boom, 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 right on her face. Here, maybe if we just either reduce the exposure up here. Starts to work. But if you're doing like a full-on photo by itself with no title, like sometimes you want to get a little bit more context. Hard to decide, really. Compositionally, it's like right around there. That works. Split the difference. All right, Blood Raven, got to roll, but I'll check back when the pecs flex later. Yes, sir. We hit diamond. We hit diamond last couple days ago, so we'll probably rock some regulars, maybe some pubs, and then maybe we'll do some ranked as well. We'll see how it feels. But yeah, you know, we're gonna be out there playing some ranked against some of those big old bullies from the pro teams. You know? Yeah, exactly. Diamond is the worst. Just the predators are everywhere, bro. Like, it's fine though, because I like the competition. I like getting better, so I'm all about it. I like the idea of that. Most people are like, even some of my friends are like, just plug your controller in, you'll roll them, and I'm like, I don't know about that. A, B, I like the competition. I like learning, and I'm like, yeah, it's just it's one of those things where you're just like refiguring it all out, and it's super fun. That's what I'm. That's the whole point of having a PC, is like learning it, playing against these really good players, and then getting wrecked by people who have just like been playing forever. Love that. Who doesn't love that? Getting wrecked, you know? I'm still plat 2 though, and my diamond friends invite me because they don't mind feeding, because they can't D-rank. But I can. Please spare me, Preds. No, that's what I'm saying, Blood Raven. Yeah, I was actually in the same position that you're talking about right now. I was kind of in the same position, and then I found some people in my rank that basically are much better than their rank, and we were able to rank up really quickly. We won almost every game, and my diamond teammates didn't feed. They were feeding for sure. I was like playing with them, and I was like, oh no, they don't care about their rank because they just hit diamond. And yeah, it's an interesting little conundrum we get into, but yeah, we're gonna be in that for sure later on, Blood Raven. So I'll hit you up. I'll probably have to restart the stream anyway. I'm gonna take a little break, grab some food, and then I'll restart the stream later, and then we'll be playing some games for show. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun. We at the end here just like playing around with this Vogue typeface, seeing how this feels on everything. I feel like it actually works out, so maybe I'll take some of these photos and maybe we'll submit them if it feels right. Submit them to somebody somewhere, Vogue, somebody. But it looks pretty cool. So yeah, hope you had fun. Hope you guys learned some stuff. Behind the scenes of a little photo shoots. There we go. Went to the wrong one. Hope you guys had a good time checking this out, watching along while we streamed all the photo edits from the other day. It was really fun to see all the like what we could do in that little amount of time. We had like 2 hours, so making sure that we could get some cool shots and also still have time to explore, even though we had like 2 hours, not even of sunlight. We had like less than an hour of sunlight, and then it was blue hour, so we got some shots out of that. Outfits were limited. Everything was really limited, what she was able to bring and everything. So we did the best we could, and I think we got some cool stuff, and I'm hoping that we get to do some more shoots this week. I'm going to be, like I said, working with Nike for this week and next week, so I might not have very much time to stream for the next week and a half, but hopefully you guys catch the streams when I do. And one second, I gotta fix my white balance. I feel like it's too warm. Better? Yeah, it's better. No, it's like right in between those two. It's bothering me, I'm sorry. Of course, I'm bothered by the white balance in the middle of my stream. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so we will be on in a little bit. I'm gonna grab some food, some coffee, and I will probably be back on to play some Apex. If you guys want to hang out, watch me grind some Apex now that we're Diamond, on our way to Predator, and maybe play some other games with some friends, creative friends and otherwise. So hope you guys had a good time hanging out, had a great stream, and yeah, we'll catch you later. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you soon for part 2. All right, peace.
Someone once asked me, "Do you ever take a bad photo?" For every photo you see, for just that one photo, there were 100 that got thrown away. It's not that they were all bad, a lot of them were. But I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to make it work. And then, it clicked. So each one of those bad photos was me relearning, discovering, and finding that one iconic photo in a sea of angles, light, and moments. Your job as a photographer isn't just to take one great photo. Your job is to tell a story through your lens. Sometimes that story is simple. Sometimes it's unexpected. You might be working with another artist who brings their voice, where the weather could unexpectedly change, casting a new light on what you had previously visualized. Nothing in this life goes exactly to plan. I don't believe in the sentiment that you always have to know precisely what you want before you pick up the camera. There's always some magic to be discovered, something you can't plan for, something you can only react to. That feeling when you see something you didn't think of before, that notion that you've uncovered something and you have to capture it.